What is going on, boys and girls? Lucky Madman coming to you guys with another video. Today is about the craft your 2 6-star legend rune event that we've currently got going on in the game as part of the Street Fighter collab. I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Undying Wolf for letting me jump onto his account to be able to use his account as an example. And I'm going to give you guys ideas of what sort of runes you can keep, what sort of stats you're looking for on the runes that you pick, and we're going to use this account as an example of us rolling the rune. Hopefully we can get him the stats that he needs on his runes. So on a slot 6 HP percent, ideally you're looking for 3 grindable stats, being speed, attack percent, and defense percent. Those are the core sort of stats. If you think about what the structure of units are, there's the 4 main stats above, which is HP, defense, speed, HP, defense, speed, and attack. And then below you'll have your crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, and resist. So on a slot 6 HP, you want to try capitalize as much as you can on the 2 main stats above, or the 3 main stats above, and then 1 below. So we're going to be looking for speed, attack, and defense below, as well as one of the other stats, okay? For crit damage, so we've got 1 stat below already. We're going to look for 4 from the top. So we're going to try get quad grindable, speed, attack, HP, and defense. The reason for that is trying to maximize our complete stats on our units. And the reason behind this is because there's not many places where you can actually get quad grindables. The only places really are slot 4 and slot 5 if you are running a crit damage slot 4. Slot 5 is the only other slot where you can run 4 of the main stats. Unless you're running accuracy or resist slot 6, then you can get quad grindable there as well. So keep that in mind. So we're going to start rolling the runes and let's see what they end up looking like. So we're going to start off with the left one. Neither looks good at the moment, so we're just going to skip through this until we get something that looks relatively usable. So we're going to look for the triple grindable with speed. So hopefully we get something like that. So the event is still going on for a while, so it's worthwhile trying to be on top of your runes as best you can. Look, what I've mentioned is the optimum scenario for your runes. Ideally, you're going to be looking for that speed substat because you want to be chasing that speed. But as long as you can have some correlating substats, that'll make that rune a bit more beefy in general. That's what you're essentially looking for, okay? With the crit damage slot 4, you can be a bit more lenient if you are having a hard time and the event's coming to an end. Take 3 grindables and crit rate if you can. Ideally, you still have that speed, attack, and HP. You can probably afford to drop the defense for crit rate if you are still trying to finalize your rune. But yes, try trace the quad grindable because that'll be the most optimum rune you can probably get out of this event. So make the most of this event as much as you know, whenever we get them. Runes are very important, so you don't want to discount the value of your runes. Look, to be honest, this one's probably better. But yeah, we are missing our attack percent. So we're going to keep going until we get our attack percent as well. I'm looking for speed, defense, and attack as subs. And then I'm going to move on to the rune on the right. But we still haven't rolled it yet. We got attack max and defense max. And that's the other thing. You want to try and maximize your sub stats. So don't just settle just because you got the stats you were looking for. Also try and maximize those sub stats. Taking them before their optimum is probably a waste. So as you can see here, this is a prime example. We've got minimum speed, minimum defense, maximum attack. This is technically quad grindable, so it's not in the most optimum position. Ideally, we have max speed. So we might leave it like this. We'll go on to the crit damage one. The crit damage one looks pretty bad. Oh, we were almost one and done. We have max attack, max HP, minimum defense, and we have accuracy. If the accuracy was actually speed, we may have probably kept the rune here and moved on back to the slot 6 HP percent. So let's see. Chasing quad grindable. Hopefully we can pull something off here. So that one there is not too bad. But again, this is a place where you want as many grindable substats as possible. Obviously, speed is one of the more important ones when you have a rune event like this, because you do want to try and hopefully speed chase on another viable option here. Wow, this rune would have been so nice. This is a nice Leo looking rune, but we're not here to craft Leo runes. We're going to be looking for that speed now to replace the crit rate. And then we'll go back to HP percent slot 6. Okay. No. It doesn't really matter. The speed 5, if that was max attack, then maybe I would have moved across. But it does have the scary substat of resistance in there. So, luckily we skipped over that. This was almost perfect as well if the flat defense was speed. Alrighty. So I'm just going to keep crafting until I see speed as one of the subs. So we keep going here. I see speed, but there's crit rate and then flat. But we don't want a flat here. We want to try get grindables. So yeah, these sort of events do happen quite regularly now. It's something that it seems like Comtois has been pushing out to us and helping a lot of people get further in the game. Because getting runes that look like this with the most optimum substats is very hard to come by when you're farming naturally. So getting these given to us in an event is quite large. So there was an instance in the 6-year anniversary earlier on this year. They actually let us get these runes at +6 power up, which made such a big difference. You know, lowering the rolls, like 2 rolls off a rune. You know, it also showed us how hard it was to re-roll a rune to be able to get the double speed roll maximum. So, kind of showed us, you know, that sometimes we take speed rolls for granted. So yeah, let's see. Oh, speed, attack, defense, and res. Max speed. Look, I'm gonna jump across here for now. It does have resistance, so it's kind of scary. But let's see how we're going. Okay. No speed. Again. Okay, no speed again. Alright, let's see how many points we've used so far to get the runes to this point. We have used 17,000 points to get to this point here so far. So hopefully we can get this rune looking next to perfect. If we can hopefully get that quad grindable, we'll be able to move back to the other one. This is looking in a much healthier position. I might try a few more here before jumping back to the next. Back to the first one. Just so we get that one on the left looking a bit better. The one on the right is kind of okay. Should we run out of points? It is okay in the state it's in. Although the resistance is in there, it's kind of scary. It's a bit of a dead stat. Ideally, you do get crit rate over that. So yeah, we'll move on to the HP percent here. Hopefully we can round this rune out a bit more. Make it a bit more usable. Let's have a look. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, not really. Come on, speed, attack, and defense percent subs. That's what we're looking for. Speed, attack percent, and defense percent. Speed, attack, and defense. Come on. Oh, I saw the defense and the attack, and then I was looking for the speed, and we didn't have the speed in there, unfortunately. Come on. See what we can do. Speed, defense, no attack. Very close. And at this point, I'm not really too happy with the fact that the rune's currently sitting at +4 speed. And also sitting at minimum defense. So we do want to really shift this rune away from where it's currently sitting. Because the values of those substats are just way too low. Especially for a rune event like this. So this rune needs a bit more TLC. To be able to get it out of the position that it's in right now. I'm hoping we don't run out of points and leave the rune where it is. So I might actually jump across to this. It's still like a support rune. I did lose the attack percent, which I'm hoping we can get back very shortly. See, that's not too bad, but not really a fan of the flat HP. I know we got flat HP in the current rune as well. I do want to try shake that off really soon. See, that would have been nice if the flat defense was speed right there. So come on, rune. Be a bit nicer to us. See what we can do. See how this rune rolls out. Oh. Oh, we were so close. The wrong attack. Wrong flat. We got the wrong flat stat there. We'll just take this rune for now. Okay, so we got maximum speed, maximum defense. Oh, here we go. So, this rune here is pretty beautiful for a HP slot 6 rune. So, all we're missing on this rune here is 2% attack, because 8% is the maximum, and we're missing 1 accuracy. So this rune's looking pretty juicy, and this is a position where you can leave this rune, and you're going to try and refine it with your extra points. But for us right now, we're going to move back to the slot 4 crit damage, and hopefully we can get our quad grindable position that we were thinking of chasing. So that HP percent position now makes me a lot happier, and it makes me feel a lot more confident, because I was a bit worried that we might run out of points. So let's have a look at our point situation now. We are down to 3,300 points. So we don't actually have many rerolls left. So hopefully we can get something. We can make this crit damage look a bit juicier as well. So see what happens here. We're just going to keep rolling this rune out, and hopefully we can get that quad grindable position that I was after. And I'll explain to you guys why. Oh, this is so close. We needed a HP percent. So I'd rather resistance over flat defense, to be honest. So why I'm saying quad grindable is very important is because you can enhance those runes by an extra, 7 to 10%, depending on purple or legend grinds. And that is effectively more than an extra roll per rune. So it makes such a big difference to your unit stats when you can fully grind out a slot 4 crit damage. But it does require you to be able to chase your crit rate elsewhere and be able to get the missing crit rate that you may have been previously relying on a crit damage slot 4. Because I know people usually like to find crit rate slot 4 in their crit damage runes as well. So it is very important that you keep in mind that if you're trying to run a quad grindable slot 4 crit damage, that you're probably missing the 1 or 2 crit rate rolls you might have had there before. So, if you lost 5 to 10 crit rate, that's, dropping a unit from 80% crit rate before to 70, or even 70 to 60. Let alone 60 to 50 as well. So keep that in mind. But I think at the end of the day, it is worth the extra potential 30% stats that you can get on your runes. So keep that in mind. 30% in total. What I mean is your attack, your defense, and HP, as well as your speed, adding an extra 6 speed. So unfortunately, we're out of points. But we got the slot 6 rune looking pretty good. And the slot 4, I mean, it's going to be the rune that he's going to have to target now for the rest of the event. There is currently, from the point of recording this video, there is 14 days and 3 hours left in this event. So he does have a bit of extra work to do to get that crit damage rune looking better than where it is right now. Hopefully you can get that HP percent to replace the resistance substat. But hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of an insight what to look out for when you are doing your rune event rolls, as we are closing in towards the last couple of weeks of the event. So I'm pretty happy with this slot 6. If I was Undying, I'd probably be taking that rune. But I'd be right now focusing on the slot 4. If we get the slot 4 looking perfect, then we can kind of circle back to the slot 6 and see if we can make those rolls even higher than where they are now. That's going to do us for this video, YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. If you want to see more of this content in the future, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, or if you would like your runes, or my thoughts over your runes, feel free to leave a message in the comment section below, or join my Discord, which I'll leave in the description below in the video. So that's going to do us for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.